Gonna be working on the Escalade today. Summertime, about to go on vacation. We're thinking about going ahead and taking the RV out for a 32-day long trip. And what I'm doing right now is I'm prepping the Escalade in order to be able to do a flat tow behind the RV. So the idea is that I gotta rip off this whole entire front. I gotta take it completely off and let you guys know I'm not a professional mechanic. I just work on the farm. I mean, I do a lot of, my own builds and a lot of different things on my side-by-sides, four-wheelers and trucks and cars and everything like that. But let's make sure this is very clear. I do not own a shop. So you know what, if I'm doing something a little bit kind of wrong or using the wrong tool, you know what, just hold back a little bit because it's all fun. I do this for fun and I have a great time doing it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my music so I don't hit any copyright infringements here. All right, there you go. So there's no music, so we're not gonna get shut down. I know that you'll probably see on the bottom of this, you're gonna see all my freeze-dried products here. So let me see, let me go ahead and post them to the pin. And this is to support my wife's business. We just started it. It's called Homestead Treats, and it is basically freeze-dried assorted candy that we get it, we put it through a process, and it just comes out absolutely great. To support the channel, I would say go ahead and pick yourself up one if you could. If not, big deal. I just want to have them up there. I'm gonna go ahead and put up my favorite one right now, which at the end of the day, I love the organic. And did I even have that on? Here it is. I'm gonna pin the organic gummies. Let me see what else. Yeah, I'm gonna pin the organic gummies so you guys can actually see that there. So, but if you're just joining the channel right now, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna take the front off the Escalade so we can install the Blue Ox flat tow system so I could go ahead and trailer it, tow it behind my RV. And just so you guys know, I'll show you guys my RV. This is it right here. It's a 44-footer. And we're gonna be taking it cross country here in July. So I've been working like a madman, nonstop, working on it, fixing it, make sure anything that go wrong with it is actually working, because the idea is when we go cross country, we drive 250, we're using the 2x2x2 rule, where when you take an RV trip, you don't wanna drive too much and then get beat down by the timing and you're just getting, it doesn't feel like a vacation. So they say you drive 200 miles or 250 miles, you stay wherever it is for 2 days, and then you leave by 2 p.m. So the idea is what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking the RV and my entire family, which is 4 kids, and my wife's gonna be the navigator of everything. We are gonna be taking it from St. Augustine, Florida, all the way to the Grand Canyon and back. So we're gonna be all the way across I-10 to Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, New Mexico, but we're gonna be making stops along the way that we're gonna either be, doing some jiu-jitsu classes in some cities. We're gonna be staying at farms every 2 days. So we're joining this group called Harvest Host, and what you do is it's pretty much a property, and normally they're hosted by farms. And these farms are set up to be able to take you in and just, you park your RV. Some of them have power, but you got to run on generator majority of the time. But what I'm going to be doing is pretty much staying at each one of these every 2 days. So we have like alpaca farms. We're going to be staying at some horse farms, just to get away from everything else and really just kind of take my family on that trip that I always wanted to do when I was a kid, but never was able to do it. So the way I look at it is that, before my kids get too grown, get too old, and they don't think dad's cool anymore, I want to go ahead and take them on this massive trip. So that's the reason why I'm working on this Escalade, just kind of set it up. And hey, Sadie, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and commenting. But what we're going to do is we're also going to document the entire trip. Every single day we are going to be documenting Can you say that in English? Saludos desde Fundo de Bikini. I don't know if that was Spanish or Portuguese, but I didn't understand that one. But thanks a lot, Bob, for commenting. I'm going to go ahead and get started because I got to go ahead and start pulling this thing apart. And you guys can hang out with me while I do it. And that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. So at the end of the day, we're installing. Let me go ahead and set this up real quick. All right, so we're going to be installing these bars onto this escalade. And that's what's going to go behind on the RV that you see over here. So the RV is going to actually be towing it. Let me see if I can go to the back of it where you guys can see it. So it's going to be going to the back of it. So when you tow it, you don't have to worry about setting up a trailer, because when you go to park in some of these farms, I'm from Bikini Bottom, I bet you are, Rice-A-Roni or Hamburger Helper. You know what? I think, ooh, that one's a tough one. I like Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helper, I add vegetables to it. So at the end of the day, I mean, I could control my destiny with Hamburger Helper. Now rice, I make my own rice. I can't stand, I'm Brazilian, so I have my own type of rice that I make. It's really simple. So at the end of the day, I like to get that. Hey Ross, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it, everybody. So, but you're gonna start seeing a little bit more of me. And if you haven't seen or subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe to it. It is Homestead Garage. We cover everything on the farm, tools, garden, anything that's related to it. And I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark right now. I think I'm right at 690 something subscribers. So hopefully I get to that 1,000 mark here pretty soon. My wife said if I don't hit it by September, I got to go out and get a normal job, because last year I was pretty much fired. And I decided to take kind of a year off and just kind of rediscover myself and figure out what else I could do. Yes, this is my vehicle. This is the family. This is the Escalade that's over here. I have it jacked up right. I have it actually on the lift, and I'm going to be taking the front off to install this hitch system for my RV so I can tow it. So I got to get started on here. It may get boring, it may not. I don't know what we're going to be talking about on this thing, but I'll go ahead and try to bring up see what's happening on Twitter at the same time. And if there's something you guys want to talk about or whatever, hey, hit me up. I'm always willing. Ross, so thanks for subscribing, Ross. I appreciate that. Hey, look, and if you see those freeze-dried treats on the pinned up on here, that is my wife's business. We just started it. I mean, literally, we went live online probably last week, and we're scattering a couple orders going off, and we've done everything we can to make this freeze-dried business that she put together just absolutely amazing. So check them out. I promise you, it's absolutely amazing stuff here. So it looks like we got 7 people watching right now, which is awesome. I'm really thankful for that. And seeing what's happening on the Twitter feed right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get on. Cortez is doing some stuff. I don't know. There's people, whatever. You know what? Sometimes the news could always bring you down. I try to kind of leave it off. You know, I try to, say, hey, look, leave all that stuff aside, man. It's just gonna drain you out. I mean, it's good to know what the weather is like and everything like that, but man, nowadays it's always some negativity going on, and it doesn't make me happy, so I try not to watch so much of it. But I would say if I'm gonna get any honest news, I am on X, Homestead Garage on X too as well. And I do like it because it kind of gives both sides of the story sometimes. And we're living in a time right now where everything is just kind of chaos, but let's put the chaos aside. Who cares about it? Ross, talk to you later, man. Thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate that. But that's just how it is. So you guys work on cars at all? Anybody does anything on the farm at all? Let me get that activated. So I have this my camera set up on an AI tracking gimbal. So that way it could follow me around. So if I'm moving over left or the right, it could always follow me. But every once in a while, just ran into my car. Every once in a while, if I don't look at it, it'll drop me. So I have to do this like little hand gesture to turn it on, which is gonna be the okay. So, okay, I'm taking off these tabs right now where I gotta do that before I have to get really dirty. And I'm gonna be working on this pretty much. I think they say it's gonna take about 3 hours to really put this together. So I'm just gonna try to keep nice and organized with everything and see if I can do that. Who would win a boxing match, George Floyd or Kobe? Okay, you wanna ask me about fights? That's great. Here's what I think. George Floyd in a boxing match, okay, that means points, right? Would win. Obviously, he would beat Kobe. But in a real street fight, okay, and if they went to the ground, I'm not sure who has better jiu-jitsu skills, but it always depends on who's mixed, you know? Obviously, Floyd can throw a punch, so he might do a quick fake and pop him, you know what I mean, and knock him out. I don't know, my money's on Floyd all the way, man. That's just where it's at. Kobe's good at one thing. He's good at what? Basketball, that's it? But I mean, that's great. I mean, yeah, it is good, but I'm not such a huge Kobe fan. I would say I'm more of a Mayweather fan than anything, but you know, Mayweather, undefeated guy. You know, he's a showman, man. He's a businessman. I mean, that's what he does, you know, for a living. And some of these fighters, you'll see like the Conor McGregors of the world, you know, it's how they carry themselves that actually create kind of a show. And that's what people want to watch, is a show. They want to see the heels in the show. But other than that, ask me some more questions. I'm always open to more. Let me take some more of these out. I am a short guy, so I am 5'6", but I did have to lift up my Escalade. So this is supposed to come off. We got one more tab. Man, this YouTube journey has been something else. It's not as easy as you would think. Everybody's like, oh, let's start a YouTube channel. Man, I have like 200 and something videos up, and I got plenty of watch hours, but my subscriber count is absolutely not as high. Let me go ahead and put this somewhere where I'm not gonna, I'll just put it on the floor right here. But yeah, okay, so now I need a 10 millimeter. I'm gonna be pulling off this front. Okay, I made sure I do have already pulled up. I do have pulled up. Okay, where's it at? Maybe not. The instructions for this thing. Okay, 10 millimeter. Okay, 10 millimeter, 3 inside. Disconnect the wiring harness gray. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it, I'm gonna lower it. So now it's a little bit lower so I can work on it. Okay. So that is going to be, where is this harness at? Okay. I love these Milwaukee tools, man. I mean, yeah, everybody has their preference. Mostly that's what I do. I do a lot of tool reviews online. And let me see if there's any question. Are you single or do you have a boyfriend? I am married and I do not have a boyfriend. So at the end of the day, That's up to you, buddy. We don't discuss sexual orientation on this family-friendly video. Would you win in a boxing match, George Floyd? Who would win. All right, let's get this still pulled back together. Maybe that was one of my buddies. Dad's up on my dad's on the tractor over there. All right, here, let's see, make sure that I'm pulling it all off. Okay, remove 12, I got that. 6 screws on top, 3 of the fascia, 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9. There's one more missing. Where's the other one at? I think that's it. Okay. Where was this cable at that they wanted me to disconnect? All right, that's fine. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit. Am I gonna have to take all that off? I mean, it's all one piece. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, guys. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I'm gonna have to take off this piece. I know I'm gonna get some flack from some of my mechanic buddies out there. Show me a 10mm socket. The only one I have. I promise you, man, you gotta see this. So, yeah, my 10mm socket, look at it, gone. Wait, hold on. I gotta show you this. Gone. Maybe I have a smaller one over here. Yeah, I got the smaller ones over here. But normally those are the ones that go missing. One's actually in my side-by-side and the crank. I had to leave it there because it got stuck. That's why it's always been a joke with my buddies about, they call me 10mm because I mean, everybody loses their 10mm sockets, but I lost one in my side-by-side. I mean, this is my baby over here. I take her out mudding all the time. That's what I was saying. In Florida, the redneck status is that was actually a clean bike that you had that one time. But other than that, that's cool. Callie. I know that, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of fill you in. I gotta install these tow bars for it because what we're gonna be doing, and listen, you gotta, Smokey J, you gotta hear me out on this one. So I'm gonna install these because I'm gonna be doing a flat tow on my RV because we're gonna be going from Florida to Arizona, okay? And maybe we just might stop by your shop, okay? Because it's in New Mexico, I checked you out already. So it's just south of my route of where we're gonna be passing. So we might end up stopping by over there and filming a video with you. So I'm gonna be taking my entire family. It's gonna be a 32-day-long trip. So right now, all I've been doing this week is just getting the RV up to snuff, getting everything fixed, all those little odds and ends of things not working, anything that possibly could go wrong, but just getting everything fixed. But now I'm installing the tow system, flat tow system on the Escalade. So I got to rip the whole front end off. So they said it's going to take a couple hours. So I figured, I got until Thursday. So Thursday we're going on vacation to Margaritaville, which is going to be South Florida. We're going to kind of take that as a test scenario on before we leave. And then it looks like we might be leaving right after July the 4th. July the 5th, we're gonna take off to Dallas. We're gonna pause in Dallas. We're gonna drive 200 miles, stay at a farm, drive 200 and stay at a farm. But right after, I would say, Smokey J, probably, if I would say we're gonna be leaving July the, I'll tell you what, let me take a look. So we're still kind of finalizing plans here. So it looks like we leave Dallas on the 19th. So maybe somewhere in the week of the 22nd, between the 24th and the 29th is when we'll be stopping by New Mexico. But I've already looked at the route, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the, I'm gonna pass New Orleans. On the way back, we're gonna stop by New Orleans though. But Smokey J, just so you're hearing this, if something goes wrong on my RV2, you're kind of a midway point. So if I gotta go work on something, do whatever, I'll order whatever it is to your shop and just leave it there and I'll get it installed over there, because you never know what can break. You gotta kind of plan for those things, that something's gonna break, whatever it is. You know, everything's done on it. You know, new water pump, cycled everything out, cleaned everything up. I just got to do a quick oil change on it and change out the oil on the generator, and I'm in the RV's perfect. But other than that, if I got to work on something, I'm going to be stopping by your shop somewhere around the 29th maybe. So let's see what happens. So me and my wife already said we're going to go ahead and see it, but we're going to film a video. Okay, it's going to be a crazy video, so just get ready for that. Okay. But man, yeah, listen, Smokey, have you removed the whole front end of this yet off? Because the instructions I'm looking at, like I said, I don't own a shop. I just kind of tool around a little bit. I'm not an expert like you, but I just kind of like to do it myself here. So I'm checking the instructions. Oh God, I got to remove everything from the side of the wheel well too. Holy cow. This is gonna be crazy. Okay, so I got everything taken off. All right, sounds good, Smoke. I gotta go ahead and take all these down now. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift her up. I don't need it higher than that. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna have to take out all those pins on the side. Oh. You gotta love luxury wheels. They make it a pain in the ass to install even a replacement light bulb. You bet. Well, this is the family vehicle. This is the family ride. Okay, what is that? Okay, so they're gonna be bolts. Let me go and they don't look like push pins over there. I can't see for nothing. Okay. Let me see this socket right here. So it looks like it's going to be a 7. And of course it didn't say anything. All right, so it's a 7. You get my adapter. Of course I can't find my adapter anywhere, and I just had it. Here's my curved adapter. Oh, there, is this it? No. No, no, no. Oh, here it is. All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and take this and put this on a different tripod. Let me see how many people we got going on here. For everybody that's joined us today, take a look at the assorted freeze-dried items that you see on there and take a look, see if there's anything you like. It's my wife's new little business that she set up. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do this so I can move it around the shop a little bit. Okay. So we'll work on this together. Okay. All righty. Talk to you later, Smokey J, buddy. That was the only one. I went through all that just to, the rest are push tabs. Oh, you gotta love that. Gotta love when they fake you out a little bit. Right when I thought I had them. All right, let's pull that one out. Don't tell me I gotta take off these tires to do this. I'm gonna rotate those tires actually a little bit. Oh, no, these are the different ones. Wanna make sure these are no different than the ones I'm pulling off right now. Okay, so tabs are tabs. Thank goodness they're all the same tabs. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for me. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by September. It's free, ain't gonna cost you anything. It'll help me out big time. How about that, what's happening recently? It looks like Bitcoin's dropping crazy right now. I haven't checked this morning, but when I last looked earlier, looked pretty bad. I don't even know what that is. Is that a different type of screw? No, that's already. I gotta get a light. Okay, that's a security key. They're delivering dirt at my house right now. So, go ahead and see about doing this side as well. You know what stinks, man? I wish I could have music playing in the background while I'm doing these lives, because the biggest problem is like everybody's out to get you on the whole copyright things, and then your video fails because, well, let me kind of mess around with this. I want you guys to see all the angles of everything that I'm doing here. So I'm having to take off, there's some inside bolts that are holding on the whole front bumper plate of this Cadillac that I got to take off. And I've never done this before, so. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. We had 4. I'm not looking for a million. Okay, I got that one, then some security ones. I think we'll be good. All right. How much more do I need to take off? Using 8mm socket. Okay. Now I gotta let me see if I can get this down a little bit. All right, so now I gotta get underneath this thing. Okay, 10mm and a couple pull tabs. So I'm gonna need to remove the 8 screws from underneath, the 3 on each side and 2 in the middle. Remove the 2 push pins. Okay, so. Can you guys hear me okay? Here's 3. So there's 3 on the side and 2 in the middle. Okay, here it is. Dang. Know what the bottom of your car looks like until you get underneath it and look at it. And I can tell you right now, we definitely hit a spray paint can. Entirely orange under here, it's crazy. All right, let me get this push pin out. There we go. So it has this tracker on it. I never got to move it. working on something. Oh, that jiu-jitsu really helps moving around on the ground, I tell you right now. It is fairly clean under here though. Okay, we are getting looser. It is turning out better. And I think that's gonna be the middle one they're talking about. Okay. All right, what's next? Okay, so I got that. Whoops. Okay. Drill a hole. Okay. Using a 7mm socket. Okay, so took out those two. Okay. There we go. Let me see what. 10 people watching. Listen, everybody. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate that. I love having follow some subs here. If you guys could sub to my channel, that would make me really super happy. I'm trying to hit 1,000 by September. I'm at like 690 right now, last I checked. And I've been going like crazy making videos and just trying to find different ways to get out there, man. YouTube is it's not easy. I've owned some companies before and I'm telling you, it's hard work. It is definitely hard work, man. What is that? Is that a, okay, there you go. Let me make sure I don't snap anything. Okay. All right, all right, all right. That is a tricky one. That was a tricky one. All right, let's see what else we need here. Let me put this behind. Let's move this around so you guys can kind of see what's cooking back here. Let's turn that off. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and point that. So it's kind of, you can't really see it. I really want you guys to kind of see what I'm doing. It's like holding the flashlight. Okay, so I guess, so there's some pieces here. Make sure there's nothing holding on the bottom of that. There it is. Found me another one. Oh, shoot. That ain't, that's not gonna be that easy to push back on, ain't it? That was the bumper. Yeah. So let's take, oh, I want to be careful about that. So obviously there's gonna be some on the other side. Let me check the instructions to make sure. I gotta remove the entire front. I know I have to remove the entire front, so. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off this one too. This pretty panel. And you know it'll never go on the same way it came off. That's just how they do it. Gosh, I gotta get that light again. How many people we got on? There we go. Okay, got one. Where are you at? There we go. Yeah. I'm streaming live right now. Huh? I'm streaming live right now. Okay. I'll be right back. All right. You finished that? I have got to get a smaller one for that one. Let's get a, whoops. It won't turn anymore. Okay, so that is a 7. We got a 7 shorty. That don't sound right. All right, what's going on here? Nothing to see here. All right. Drop in a comment here. We got 11 people watching, so I'm still trying to take this front out right now. I got a couple pieces. Let's hope it doesn't fall on the floor here. I got one more bolt, but it's always one more bolt that's giving them a problem. Make sure it fits. It fits all right. I think I'm gonna need a little bit of help getting it back on. What is going on with that one? Of course, you're always going to get that one bolt that just doesn't want to come out. Life is like that, just deal with it. Let me see if it's just because it's too big. Other side works. Hey, drop in a comment. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. I got a couple, I got some time. I figure we're gonna be doing this for a while today. All right, that. Doing it by hand so I could actually reach it. Hot summer day. It's probably gonna hit about 90 degrees, maybe 95 here. I got some big fans up on top of this barn. I'll show you guys in a second. Help out big time. I got them from Home Depot. Well, that was supposed to go easier than that. That was weird. That side kind of popped off like it was trying to come off. There's still one more. Maybe I took out the wrong one. It's always that, right? I gotta check, I gotta make sure that. Let me get that long one. You never want to take off more bolts than what you want to get off. Always bites you in the end. Nothing ever goes back on straight either. So I gotta take my time. Come on, man. What is going on? Is that... It's just not getting in there or something. Yeah. So I got these gloves, these nitrile gloves from gloves.com. Good gracious, man. What is up? I'm gonna do that one by hand. I don't know, this side is just not cooperating with me. All right, don't. I'm gonna laugh. All right. It's always there's one bolt, man. What is... There's always that one. just wouldn't grip on there. I don't know if it's a strip. There we go again, taking it out by hand. Guys, drop in a comment. Okay, finally. Jeez, that side really did me in. I want to see if I strip that. It's a little worn on the end. You see that? Wasn't really biting. I guess I just didn't have it at the right angle. Okay, let's see what's next here. Okay, now I got these. Make sure I got them all. Oh, man, I cannot see that well. I think there's one more up here. Is it me or I've taken out a little bit more than what I was supposed to on this side. So I've got to put them back. I'm gonna take this one out by hand real quick. I don't wanna. Got too impatient. Took out a little bit. All right, let's I knew it wasn't going to be that easy to take this off. These gloves from glove.com have been holding up. My left hand one, it's not doing as good as the right one. I think I took off more bolts on this side than what I was supposed to. Wouldn't you guys agree? Other side was really quick. Okay. Okay. Let's do this one. Just think about this one before I pull it off. Bolt's like stuck in there, man. Ah, that's why. Okay. That is why. Okay. I went a little too crazy. I took off an extra piece in there that I don't think needed to be taken off. Okay. Last thing I want is let me make sure this is up. All right, I'm going to drop it down just a hair. Okay, let's see. You guys have to subscribe my channel. Please subscribe to my channel so you can see me fight all kinds of stuff here. Okay, that looks like it's coming. Okay, I want to make sure I unhook all these electronics beforehand. Okay, that one's off. That one's off. Okay, you guys saw that video on those nitrile gloves. All right, so just to show you guys how quick you'll go through it. I mean, I haven't been using these for any time whatsoever. Those were those gloves.com ones, but they'll rip on the ends after you start using them. I mean, look at the color of my hands now. But I'll go get, I mean, you'll go through nitrile gloves like nobody's business. Go get me a nice fresh set. Oh, it's definitely starting to get hot out here today. Let's walk you guys through. Take a little bit of a break. Take a little bit of a break. To give you guys a little bit of a break. Let me go ahead and set this up straight. Yeah, we got the pond over here. Let me take you guys to the pond. Let me show you guys what's going on here. So you guys, there's a nice little breeze out here. Hot Florida. What can you expect? No, I'm not gonna get in the pond, but at least you can see the pond. "113 degrees, where are you located at? You must be out west." Man, the only time I've ever, you know, even 95 degrees is fine. But like, man, I went to Vegas one time and I'm telling you, it was like 119 degrees outside. You walk outside and you get this gush of hot air and it just burns you and it's dry. It's crazy. So that's kind of the farm around there. There's what we're working on right now. Okay. Let me go ahead and get back to doing what I was doing. Got my new set of gloves on. Okay, let's finish taking this off. All right. Let's go ahead and finish taking this fascia off. It looks like everything is disconnected except this. Now, last thing I want to be doing sometimes these tabs are like puzzles. You never ever, they're never the same. It's like lift this so far and do whatever so far. There it goes. That's not it. That's crazy. All right, well, that's never going to go back in there again that same way. It happens every once in a while, guys. I can't reach in there. So is that going to be in? Okay, that's the primary one. Still feels like it's connected to something. Oh, no, okay. Just don't crack anything. Here's the other one. Push that pin down, I guess. And okay. Now nothing's connected. Looks like. Let me get underneath that one more time and just check. Let me just check. There we go. Okay. That all seems nice and loose. Like it's just a hanging there. Take her off now. All right, before I take her off, I want to put it somewhere where I'm going to have some space. I know I'm not up there. AI tracker. AI tracker tracking me. Okay. I try to keep it somewhat clean when I can so I can find stuff. Maybe not. Okay, so I'll take that off and put it up on top of this table I just cleared off over here. All right. Let's see if it, see how heavy this thing is. That doesn't sound right. Okay, let's think about it real quick. I'm still connected to something here. All right, it doesn't look like it's connected. And everybody's probably saying, why haven't you gotten this off yet? Okay, so why am I taking off the front fascia of my SUV? Because I'm installing these. I'm installing these brackets so I could tow it, flat tow it behind my RV. Okay, I just was telling everybody I'm hooking this up because we're going to be going on a cross-country trip here, and what I want to do is be able to flat tow this SUV behind the RV. Now it'd be really nice if I could take this off without breaking anything. I'm telling you, man, this. Ah, okay, there's some clips right there, that's why. What the heck? I don't know if it's a And there are definitely some clips right there. And I do not know how to get that. Okay, so how to get these clips. All right, that's all that's holding it. And these clips. I think I just gotta press down on them. Let me get something to press down. Just the mixing. Okay, so it's either going to come from the bottom or the top. There's two clips on it. Okay. Oh. All right, what just fell? So you got to push it from the bottom. Okay, that clip went. I'm gonna go ahead and push this one. All right, let's see it fall on top of me. Everybody's like, dang, this guy's crazy. Oh, that doesn't fall on top of me. Let's get out from underneath it. Two big clips. All right, what's it hanging on to now? All right, got it out. Like a beauty. This thing is heavy. Oh, wow, okay. Got it out now. Hot dog. All right. Those are the big fans that are keeping me somewhat cool. Drop me in a lie. Drop me a comment there. Okay. So the clips that I'm gonna need to be installing are gonna go right here. All right. That's crazy. Okay. Let's move on to the next step. Okay. Now it wants me using a 7/13 drill out an existing hole in the bottom of the frame. Okay. 17/32. All right, it wants me to drill out a hole here. Let's see what the hole looks like first. Oh, it's already drilled out. So it just wants it to clean out. Okay, so it's cleaned out. Let me kind of get this lower so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I've never taken apart a Cadillac before, so this is all new to me. Okay, so they're supposed to go right here. So these big old pieces are supposed to slide in like that. Then I gotta, all right. All right, so let me go ahead and drill that out like they want me to. I think I just want to clean it out. Ding. So what you guys doing today? You guys working? Who's working? Who's hardly working? Who's hanging out on the computer? Watching my boring day. Okay, so I cleaned that out somewhat. Gonna move out to the next one. Now it wants me to drill using a hole through the frame back from. I gotta get a right drill size here. Got lucky. Okay. So Okay. Let's... Now this is gonna get... I gotta think, I'm not gonna move so fast on this one. I gotta really mark it. And I gotta drill. I gotta drill some holes. That's a lot bigger than 7/32. And look at this. Oh, wrong size. 17th. It could be just a little bit bigger. It's about that size right there. I mean, this, okay. It's calling for a size I don't have, which is fine. You just find something just a little bit bigger. That's about it. And I do not know why. Okay. Man, these long live streams are tough. It's hard to kind of keep active the entire time, you know. I know you guys are watching me, and I know you guys are there, and I appreciate that. But it's like, man, once you get kind of stuck and you can't figure something out, and you got to kind of really pay attention to it, but you got an audience to watch you just make a bad mistake, is a little bit more kind of stressful, but hey, I'll take it. All right, so now I got to do some measurements here. Okay, so I got to grab a ruler, a little, and how quick can I find one is the question. How quick can I find this ruler? What did I leave it on is the question. Okay. Oh, so it's not there. I gotta find me a ruler before I go any further. Okay. Alrighty, so I gotta drill some weird hole now. And how about this? Let's take you guys on the trip to help me find my, ouch. Let's take you on the trip to help you find my ruler. See if it's in this pool house over here. Gotta go into the studio. This is the Homestead treats. It's where we process all the, you see them, those treats. Okay, now I do not see a ruler. Yeah, this one's gonna be a mystery. So I gotta find a ruler. I'm just gonna get a tape measure. Do the best I can over here. Sometimes you gotta, tape's gonna be a little bit squirrely, man. Maybe ruler's right here. This is life. When you're in the shop, you're always trying to look for something, you can't ever find it. But then when you start looking for something else, then you end up finding only that unit. Or only that thing. Like, let's say you look for a wrench, you can't find the wrench. Then you go off and look for a screwdriver. Now you find the screwdriver. I mean, now you find the wrench, but you can't find the screwdriver. And that's kind of what's happening over here. So it's like Windows. Tell me there's a ruler on this. And I'll use that. Okay. I think I can make do. This one has I want a straight edge to it. So using a center drill bit, drill a hole to the frame 7/16 back and 1 3/16 up. Okay. Okay, so that mine already has the holes, so I don't have to drill any holes. Okay, so I'm good. Let's skip that part. All right, so I don't have to drill any holes. Mine already has the holes in it. All right, I'm gonna put this back on the stand. I think we got it from here. Let me see this. Okay. Okay, so try to follow a little instructions here. Seems like I might have it. Okay. I'm gonna take that piece off. I'm gonna take that piece off. It's gonna go on like that. Let's go take a look at this. Okay, so this looks like it go on two ways. This is going to go towards the outside. Okay. Okay. It's going to go towards the outside. And this, so 5 bolts. Which bolt is this? There's a DX. Go ahead and grab some screws. Those are 4. These are going to go under. Okay, I'm going to lift this up a little bit. Okay. How are you supposed to? Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be really fun. That is gonna be really fun. All righty. It's not gonna be as easy as I thought. I need a way bigger hole than that. All right, I got thrown a couple of snags, as you would say. Change these gloves out. I definitely want to take my time on this. Instructions never ever come out to be exactly what it's like, right? PPE. Spicy meatball cutter. Can it see me? Oh man. Okay. You guys want to sit in closer? Share this moment. I don't know why it just did that. It's crazy. Thing does some crazy things sometimes. All right, let's get you guys involved. All right, so I think that's the lowest I could get it. So on the bottom side, this piece goes on, and there's a bolt that's going to be going in here. There's two bolts on the side, slides on, and then you put it on. Okay, pretty simple. But I had to re-drill the bolt on the bottom. So let me go ahead and get that done. A lot cooler if this probably was it's a hair higher. So maybe you guys could jump in here and see what's cooking. All right, there it is. All right, so I don't have a drill that big, so see how far that spicy meatball cutter will take it. I gotta find a drill bit that's gonna be that big. Yeah, I gotta get a bigger drill bit. See what I got. I do not see any drill bits that big. Maybe. Just maybe. All right. See what we got here. Looks like I might have it. What size did it ask for? All right. All right, it's gonna be this big one. This should do it. This is about right. All right, let's get that on. Fresh bit. 31 eyeball bits. Just barely a hair. I need one more just slightly bigger. Let's go to 1/2 inch. It doesn't have to be exact. Yeah, that's the biggest I got. But this is gonna be wore out. Let me get the PPE on. All right, it seems to fit. Okay, now this is gonna go in, and that's gonna go here. Okay. So you're probably figuring out, well, how are you gonna get a nut in there? They made this. You see this? You're gonna slide it in there. You're gonna try to, in the dark, get it connected. I guess you gotta run it through here maybe. I don't have another idea on how to do it. Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right, this is gonna take a little bit of imagination. Okay. So I gotta somehow Dude, I cannot see that. It's not going in. All right, how do I get that in there? Okay, so you put it in there. What am I doing wrong? It goes in through the back or the front? I gotta look at this again. It says it goes in from the back. Yeah, well, how does it? I don't understand. There's nowhere to grab it. Maybe right here. There is a way to grab it. This is gonna be fun. You can't see it. Well, all right, what I'm gonna do, let me get a side bolt. Oh, don't tell me. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get these secured down. Okay. This is nuts. So I can't get that one on because all right, let's make sure that these bolts fit. I don't think these bolts even fit. All right, that's now that's some. All right, so All right, so here's, all right, so these bolts came with it. And I don't know if it's the, but they do not screw in all the, okay. Let me make sure that they screw in all the way before I try to do anything with them. Kind of want to hand. Okay, they're going in. I was worried that they might be the wrong, like sometimes, I mean, you never know. Make sure they go in nice and clean, but they're not. And that one definitely ain't going in easy. All right, and that was the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hand tighten these in. With ease. Trying to stab myself with these drills. Oh, this is a train wreck. I know, guys. That's why we do it. Sometimes installs go easy, sometimes they're a pain, but gotta take them in lumps. That's why, I mean, I could have had somebody do this for me for $1,000, but I don't like how it's, I really don't like how it's going in. It's kind of like, I gotta take it back out anyways. Forgot the piece. I'm gonna get something to sit on. All right. What time is it? I think it's lunchtime. It's 12:43. I don't like how that was going. Man, it was stripping the bolt. More and more I start to use this. I start to not like it. Let's get another bolt. I might just get a tap and die on this guy and take a look at it first. I'm not going to do the other side because I want to be able to see that. And the other side has one. Oh, that's what they were talking about. That's what they were talking about. All right, guys, I'm gonna grab lunch. I'm doing this because we are gonna be going cross country here on the RV. And what we're gonna do is, it's gonna be about a 3,000 mile trip from Florida to the Grand Canyon with 4 kids and my wife. And what I'm doing is I'm setting up this Escalade to be able to flat tow behind the RV so we don't have to carry a trailer. So I'm installing it myself. I feel pretty confident in it. It's something that I didn't want to spend a lot of money on. It cost $900 to do this, and I'm almost more than halfway through. I just got to drill 2 more holes and just do it. I just want to take my time, and I don't want to bore you guys too much, but you know, I did want to stay live with you guys and do a couple things. But you'll see a lot more of me, especially when this trip starts to ramp up and I start working on a lot more things. But we are going to be going live in pretty much all the farms we go to, all our experiences, driving down the road, you know, anything that might happen. I think I'm trying to do it to document a trip for my family so my kids have it for years on end. But it's also just a good time to spend with family and just kind of share what we love to do all day long. And other than that, if you guys like the stream, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. It helps me out. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by September. I think I'm about 690 right now. And I think the goal is really around the corner to where I can do this as full time. And I love doing what I'm doing, and I'm just having a great time doing it. So, you know, even though you might come across, you know, installation issues like this thing, it's still fun to do. So I really appreciate it. Trump 2024, absolutely. Logan, love that. I'm a Republican. I love America. I love my rights. I love my freedom. I love carrying, you know, my weapons of choice. You know what I mean? So just having to be able to live in a great country like we're doing in is just where it's at. So I will talk to you guys later. Subscribe to the channel and see about checking out those freeze-dried treats that I pinned at the bottom of this. It is a business that my wife started. It's called Homestead Treats, and it's just something that we're putting a lot of love into and getting these freeze-dried treats out to anybody who loves candy, vegetables, and just preppers or whatever it is that you guys love to do. But thanks for joining me in today's stream. I will talk to you guys soon. I'll jump back on a little bit later once this starts to finish up so you guys can see where I'm at. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye.